Welcome back to Damsels in Distress, where our sad dead sailors are really going through some shit.
Yeah, that's about it.
That about sums it up.
I'm Sam Armstrong, I'm the creator of the game and the GM of this campaign, and today I'm joined by...
The Damsels in Distress.
Hello!
Hi! If you don't know who we are, or if you're just joining, we are Damsels in Distress. We're a UK-based actual play group, best known for our long-form Regency D&D campaign, Demons and Daughters. But today will be the third chapter of Tales from the Spectral Sea, which is, as you know, about sad, dead, gay pirates, which is about right for us. I'm Taya Campbellova, my pronouns are she, her, and in this campaign I will be playing Celinda van der Gouden, whose pronouns are also she, her.
My character's neither sad nor gay, I should point that out, I suppose. But, like, it's definitely not sad. Like,
Yeah,
it's having the time of his life.
Okay, 3 sad, gay, dead pirates, and a scary child.
And a dead son.
And a small boy.
Right, what's your name and your
My name
and his name and his pronouns?
is... why am I talking to the microphone? Hello. My name is Lyndon Rufus Winters. I'm playing Robrecht, a 6-year-old boy.
You almost said like 60 or 16 then, didn't you?
Are your pronouns just redacted then?
He, him. Robrecht doesn't think about these things. He's 6.
Hi, I'm Morne Trimmer. My pronouns are they, them, and I am playing Wilhelmina, whose pronouns are she, her.
Hello, I am Maijai Hibbard. My pronouns are they, them. I almost said completely the wrong thing then. Bryn's are...
Shrug.
probably not she. It's as far as I've gotten.
Yeah, that's fair.
again, as before, I forgot to mention my name, he, him.
Nice. Alright, intro.
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 Okay, I'm going to open back on the sea, and Wilhelmina is steering the ship and has been for a little while.
Post-coital staring.
Post-coital steering.
So, as you're steering, it's fairly normal right now. You still know there is the threat of other ships approaching, but you get a sudden feeling, as if there's something pulling on the steering wheel.
Oh. I guess, like, whatever way it's pulling, I'll just try and, like, counteract that.
That works at first.
Counteract.
It works at first.
Okay.
For like maybe 5 to 10 minutes, there's just a slight nudge, and you just go, oh, it's put it back. And it's like, oh, put it back. And then eventually it's the point where suddenly there's just a really just sharp tug on the steering wheel, and you feel you almost are thrown to the ground by it as the steering wheel is spinning. And the ship suddenly veers in a different direction.
Captain?
Someone give me a hand. I need more strength.
I'll come and join you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Swing down.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna, with the help...
Which way is it steering?
East.
Port or starboard?
Starboard.
Whichever way.
Starboard.
East. I guess if you go north, starboard. Who say you go north? You do correct the steering wheel. In fact, you're holding it. The ship keeps steering.
Oh, Christ. Right, I'm gonna call out some orders for people to grab some ropes and, like, try and tie the steering wheel into place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I'll try and do that.
I'm gonna do it, but the whole time,
Yeah.
if I'm aware that it's not making a difference, I'm eventually just gonna... Captain, I don't think it's helping.
Alright, let me go look at the map, see where we're headed.
If I go look over the rail, I've been burned here before. Can I see if there looks like there's any, like, disturbance in the sea, or, like, any current or anything?
Not really. You're not seeing anything like that. No, it seems to be purely the ship that's doing it.
Okay.
So you go look at the map. You think, okay, we're headed slightly east of where we're meant to be. There's nothing on the map there, but you do notice a slight rippling of the ink, as if it was like, I don't know, slightly distorted, but it's not moving or anything. It's
Okay.
Just, yeah.
Alright, okay. I am then going to go to Robrecht. knock on his little door. Can you ask the water, whatever you do, to put us back onto course? Can you do that?
I can ask, Mother.
You can ask. Please.
Okay. So I'll go up on deck. And I'll just step off into the water.
Nice.
Have I ever seen you do that? Just like...
Yeah.
I have.
like-
How close are you to...
Wherever, I just step off. I walk up on deck.
I feel like I'm at the rail watching you.
Yeah, right next to you. I just stand
And
and
we've
look
seen you do
over.
this before.
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, if you're anywhere near me, I'm just gonna like try and grab you.
Cool, you miss.
Okay.
I plunge down into the water. I don't resurface, and I just allow myself to sink down.
What do you say to the...
I reach out, and I ask him why we're being pulled to start with.
You just get almost an anger, as if like something's wrong. That wasn't the right question to ask. You just get, this isn't your decision to make, and you get literally spat back out, and you land on deck.
And I run to you, go hold you.
I think I asked the wrong question, Mother.
What did you ask?
Why?
Just why?
I can ask again.
Alright.
I walk off the edge and back into the water.
Do you ask the same question?
No. So this time I plunge down again. So I asked why. This time I will ask... how do I word it? I don't want to ask if we... Is this good? Is this correct? Should we follow?
See what you're asking.
As one question, as a feeling rather than a question.
Yeah. You probably just get back the eldritch abomination deep sea equivalent of like this could be good, it could be bad, it's not for you. You maybe, if you like, get this impression drawing you to Bryn.
I'll send a second question.
Mm-hmm.
Can you, you know... back out?
Oh, you probably sat back out. Yeah.
Back on
This time you have some more control over it because you're expecting it.
Roblox said again. Wee.
Anything?
I'm up in the ropes.
I just look up and try to get a little beady eye on you, get a vibe.
Did it say anything about Bryn?
Do you see that, Bryn, the hair and the nodding head? You probably already saw you.
No.
Okay. You get the sense, Bryn, that you could right now steer the ship back on course. And it would hurt a bit. You need mark of condition. But, you could do it.
I'm gonna look over the ship. Is everybody doing stuff to try and put it back on course?
I'm sort of half-heartedly at the wheel, but like I know I'm not going to make a difference. So yeah,
I'm making the effort to do it, but
I look kind of resigned to it. I think, if that helps or hinders.
What do you look like? Do you look like you want to get it back on course?
I do, but at the same time, like, I know that you've been acting really strangely, and now Rebecca's saying that this is to do with you. So I'm just a bit...
Okay, apparently I don't correct the course.
And this is still nighttime, right?
Yeah.
So on the ropes next to you.
But you're not meant to be up here.
I'm up here all the time.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be. You're gonna fall off the ropes and you'll fucking... Who knows?
Where are we going?
I don't know. That way.
Where are we going?
I don't know. Genuinely. East.
I think you know.
Haven't a clue.
Look.
Okay, I look.
Mhm.
Do I see anything?
You, in the direction, you can maybe at this point just about make out shimmering in the sky, a slight warping of the air around you, of the space. Oh, not the air around you, but the air over there, I mean, sorry. And a slight darkness.
No, I'm not there.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, I'm gonna stay up, just like looking at where we're going to like see it approach, I guess.
As you get closer and closer, you realise this like almost a rift in the world is like quite big, like the size of a ship almost, and it's just very faint smoke leaking from it, and just a feeling of just wrongness more than even anything else you've seen on the Spectral Sea.
Wrongness.
But again, you feel connected to it.
Does it seem like it's gonna hurt the others?
You get the vibe, probably not.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay watching it approach then.
Okay. As it approaches, as you get there, you all, for a second, the whole crew, just, once the ship touches it, you just black out. You're gone. The four of you, I suppose, because you'll be with KICKSTARTER.
Yeah.
The four of you wake up along with several of these hooded people that we saw earlier. The people that are on the ship, these spooky looking fellas. They clearly are very confused for a second. They look around and they look at you like angry. And you are outside a house, fairly normal looking house. And they look at you with that fury, and all of you can clearly sense that there's something powerful upstairs. And I guess the three of you in particular know that if they get through there, you just inherently know this. If they get through there, Bryn would be in danger. And they start trying to get through there.
I'm just gonna look at you. Shall we?
Yes. Yes.
Alright, swords out. I'm gonna go for them.
Nice. Starting doing the attackings. I'll say you can take the lead as the fighter. That would be a show of strength and might.
Slay.
With a 5 1 numbers, as is the way.
Yeah.
Has someone weakened it for you? You're weakening it right now with the pistol blasts. I'm happy with that.
Nice.
You try other approaches? Not yet.
No.
Good. Guns drawn.
Yeah.
Are you using more force than necessary?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Do I look impressive, Captain?
You always look impressive.
Yeah.
Only ever get one or the other. That's
Okay.
but yeah.
Fair.
So that's plus
2, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 9.
9. Nice. So you're going to also choose one from the list, but yeah, you're going to be back that fight now.
Yeah, I'll once again choose minimal collateral.
Nice, good choice.
Yeah.
And also
That's
fighter
a
on
go-to.
numbers. do you want, as a suggestion, to get their full attention so they're...
Yeah, I think, my goal is just to be like,
Yeah. Absolutely.
fight me now.
So
Yeah.
they are completely just concentrated on the... Well, I mean, the two of you, are you joining in any way, or are you just sort of slinking away?
Is it still dark?
It's sort of a...
Are there shadows, I should
It's
say?
a normal looking street at like night time, I think.
Okay.
Would make sense.
Then, I will use my magic from darkness, and as they are entering combat with us, tendrils of shadows will sort of creep out from the corners of the alleyways and the streets, and just from under windowsills, and these almost like tentacles will start to reach out and wrap around the necks and faces of these men and wrap around and like cover them, and so they're blind.
Okay, nice. That's so... Because you're using darkness, you get the one that was like something like... There's one from there. Are you starting to that you're dead is fine. Any of your playbooks relevant. You have +3 for this is a break the laws they live in.
Yes. And I'm not alone.
Not alone, no.
You got one with you.
So that's 11, 12, 13, 14.
Nice.
Yeah, so you're
This kid is so powerful.
you do it
I'm
exactly.
scared.
However, you're going to have to use your pick one. Someone you care about is unnerved, upset, or horrified, or you physically change. As a reminder, because you're using magic from darkness, if you go for the former, you would both mark an XP.
Oh, let's go for the former. Who wants to be really upset by what they're seeing me do? Mother?
I mean, I just think it makes more sense.
Yeah.
It does.
Nice.
That one then.
So yeah, so you see that, and you're just very... You both mark an XP to either playbook, it's up to you. Yeah, you see this, you're not upset, but between the three of you, you're doing an excellent job of creating space. Creating space for...
I'm so scared.
I said last episode that I'd stop doing you, but
Yeah.
the dice just did dice, and this is what happens. It's fine, it'll stop soon, I'm sure.
We'll find out about other people's backstories soon.
Yeah. It's coming up, don't worry.
Yep.
So, you are... Let's cut to Bryn, who is... I'll say the camera's watching you guys fight. This is a straight cut. The camera watches you guys fight, and it starts to go through the house. And it's just... so you're in front of a shop at first. You go through the shop. You get the feeling of like old wood, and you go upstairs to the place above. It's a small house, kitchen, just big enough for a small table. There's a small communal space, and then as we see this, we cut very suddenly to Bryn against the door of a room with banging coming from the other side.
Am I in front of the door? Is there anything else in front of the door?
You're just inside what you recognise as a bedroom, but there's some slight differences. You recognise that things aren't quite exactly as they would expect. Things are changing as you look at them every now and then. You could potentially take advantage of that, but you get this feeling of just, the horror, I suppose.
Yeah. I'm going to grab the closest bit of big furniture and try and move it in front of the door.
Absolutely makes sense. Yeah, you start doing that. You start clambering. You start pushing it there. As you're touching this furniture, it feels heavier than it should be. This is laborious work. It's hard, but you can absolutely manage it as you hear shouting coming from behind the door.
Okay. What do I look like?
I think you can answer that question.
Okay. I don't know. But there's no mirror, so it doesn't matter.
That's fine. You feel like you, if that's any help.
Okay.
You're still Britain, you still have the memories, the experience, the life that you led, it's still you.
I'm going to go to the floorboard and I'm going to try and pry it up and see what's under there and if all of my stuff is still there. And if there's any other things there.
There would be not the stuff that you found that you would expect to be there, but instead trinkets from your life that you led since. Like there's something of, there's like some jewellery or something. There's other items from ships that you were on and lives you led. They're mostly like fond, positive things, but there's still the feeling of the shouting and banging on the door. The feeling that, like, I don't know, you don't deserve these nice things.
I'm gonna... I'm gonna run to the window. And I'm going to go out onto the ledge and I'm going to try and climb up onto the roof.
Let's go for, at this point, a face your past and move on. Are your allies dealing with other threats and giving you space? They are. That's it, Joel. Now, mechanically, you're not about to move on. You're not about to be on the campaign. But theoretically, from Bryn's perspective, if he were to move on now, would he be ready for it or not?
No.
Yeah, that's fine too. And so yeah, that's 2 dice plus 1.
10.
That's good, isn't it? Isn't 10 good? So you throw open the window. It's heavy. It feels wrong. You throw open it just as you just as you throw it open. The door flies open like it was hit by a cannon, completely destroyed off its hinges. And then standing behind there first is the shadow that follows you, the shadow that whispers to you. And just as you start to climb, you see the shadow vanish. And just as you're climbing up, you get one last look at a boy behind.
Do I recognise them?
You do recognise them.
Are they smiling?
Tell you what, to find that's a good question, and it feels silly to move straight away, but do a second, face your past and move on.
8.
Okay, mark a condition.
What to do? Let's lose some faith, shall we? That sounds appropriate.
And yeah, you sort of as you ask this question, the camera's going to cut up to the top of the roof. We see the moon over a sea, and we see a hand reach up, and then the hand goes back. Because you go back, you look at this person, you're a brother. And smiling, not smiling at first, just questioning, just looking at you. Just, why did you leave?
What do you mean, why did I leave? What sort of question is that? He was going to kill me.
Just stops. Yeah, he probably was to me. Do you know how it went after?
I didn't really stick around to find out.
I don't blame you. Of course I don't. I'm sure I would have done the same in your shoes.
I wouldn't have done what you did, though.
Sorry. And as he says that, the place, as similar to before, drips away like paint. You're left just looking at him, and he just sort of just looking at you and starts to slowly disappear. You probably got time to say another thing if you wanted to. We'll just leave it there.
Why?
Because I was scared.
Of what?
And then I was going to finish.
Jesus, okay.
And you are back on the ship. Like, the trauma's not resolved just yet. That's for the next time. But
Alright, fine. Jesus, okay.
and everyone's back on the ship. It's disappeared. The cultists seemingly back on theirs. And you, Maijai, clear that experience track, and you can get a new ability. So you come to, after that ordeal, you all wake up on the ship, basically, where you were. And you realise there is a ship nearby you.
He's here.
What?
Papa. He's here.
How close is it? Is it like next to us?
You're going along next to each other. It's not like close, but like it's near enough that you can see people running around on deck, but not like who they are or details.
Okay. Can we see how many people are there?
Yeah, sure. So there's the whole crew that you see running around. You don't get any sense that they're real people. They're manifestations, but you can just about detect one real person on the deck. One's lost soul.
Yeah.
Go to your room.
No.
No, do what I say. Go to your room
No,
now.
I'm going to his ship.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No.
Come on. We
Do
can
as I
both
say. No.
I'm gonna drop down and I'm gonna pick you up.
And it's daylight.
So, like, yeah.
My weakest time.
Throw you over my
My
shoulder.
little legs just kicking out. Mama!
Go.
I want to see Papa!
Shout if you need anything.
I will.
We'll make sure he's alright.
Thank you.
Let me go, you big ugly brute!
I'm gonna keep hold and I'm gonna like climb up higher so that there's definitely no shadows anywhere nearby.
Amazing. Yeah, good.
I'm like hanging from a thing so that I can like swing over if I have to.
Are you climbing up the ropes where the spreaders are? And the sun is...
Oh my god.
I mean, if you're climbing up the mast, there'll be shadows.
I'm not climbing up the mast, I'm climbing up something else. Bit of rope.
Which is connected to...
Shut up. I'm avoiding any shadow.
I'll allow it.
You're not the GM.
Right, I'm gonna
Call if you need us.
I will. And I'll get a little boat and I'll...
You can sail over in the joint boat. Nice. So yeah, so you head over. You start to climb up, and as you climb up, you will notice something weird about this ship is that it's like it's moving too steadily, too consistently. It's very strange. Not like, and the ship itself almost doesn't look like it should be able to float. But you're not paying too much attention to that right now. Your mind's elsewhere. And as you climb in and climb up, you get in. You see the people milling around, hooded figures, creepy, cultisty-looking people milling around, and you do see one person who you can sense, who perhaps looks like he could be your ex-husband, except younger than he was when he died, and hotter.
I'll approach him.
My dad.
Still not as hot as me.
I was wondering if our paths would cross.
What are you doing here?
I happen to be on the hunt for an item that I believe can change the fate of the sea. Well, that's what I heard. And that's of interest to me and my crew.
What type of item?
I heard there's a map leading to it. Beyond that, it's just rumours and stories. But we're just looking.
I don't have it, so you can leave us alone.
I think you might know the way.
Or I don't.
I need this item.
Why are you doing this?
Genuinely, we were just looking for this item.
Well, you're looking in the wrong place because we don't have it.
And then I heard someone calling out to me. and I was surprised to find out who they were.
What did you say to him?
I didn't say anything. I asked what was he can do things. Have you seen him? I can see it in your eyes. You've seen him recently. You know some of the stuff he can do.
He's my son. Of course I know.
Yeah. And sometimes that can be a lot.
Who do you think you are?
I just heard about what I could sense what he could do, and I was intrigued. I'm going to find this item.
Okay, and like I said before, we don't have it, so leave me and my son alone.
If you want us, that's fine. If we don't want to hurt you, we can just follow from a distance if that makes you feel better. But I am almost certain that you know the way.
Fine. If you want to follow from a distance, you can.
And you just see this sort of under his eyes, this like anger. He's playing it cool. He's trying to be the suave, hot young captain, but he is livid that this isn't going his way. He is cross, and you can sense something else there as well. What happens next?
I'm going to go back onto my ship.
Okay. Trust me, and you may not be taking me seriously. I appreciate that. When you reach the end of your journey, I will be there, and I will take this bounty of the sea.
Go ahead.
Good. Then we're in agreement. And this sort of slight rippling, almost under his skin, like the tendrils or like snakes there, just starts to grow and then die down. So let's. In which case, I guess you can go back to your ship.
Right. And that's what I do.
Yeah, nice.
And once I'm back onto the ship, who is currently steering the ship?
Oh, one of the other manifestations. Unless one of you wants to be.
It's one of the manifestations
Yeah.
we've been watching.
I'll just tell the manifestation that even when we get to our destination, to keep on going, not to stop there.
Okay. Just to clarify, what do you mean that you'll get off and the ship will sail, or?
No, that if because we're going in the wherever it is.
You're going to the relic hunters, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go past wherever they are.
We're
not
going to
going
leave them somewhere wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
Do you want us to still go past the relic hunters, or do you want us to just go somewhere else to
Well, I want to go somewhere else, but I don't want to make it so obvious that we're changing course, because that
Right.
looks weird.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
works.
I mean, at the moment, actually, we are heading off course.
You were slightly off course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, okay, then we'll carry on going forward then.
Okay, thanks.
Is everything all right?
Everything's fine.
I've still got your son over my
Yeah.
shoulders. I'm going to wait until we're far enough away from the ship that I don't think he can go that distance. And I'll put him down.
I'm gonna grab him by the shoulders, like get down to his level.
It's for your own good.
Look at me. If that man ever tries to talk to you or go near you, you do not respond. Okay?
Why?
He's not a nice man.
He's Papa.
Sometimes papas aren't very nice.
Brent chuckles to themselves.
I don't think you understand.
What don't I understand? Tell me.
It's all connected, Mother.
Connected.
Everything.
Connected to what?
The bounty. He said I could join him on his ship.
You are not to do that.
It's my choice. I'm a pirate. I do what I want.
And I'm your mother, and I'm the captain. You do as I say. Go to your room. Now.
Fine. Just because the sun's coming up.
Sun's been up.
Whatever.
For ages.
It's not midday. I go to my room to contemplate in the darkness and brood
Petulant child.
and be petulant.
Once he's gone. Who was it, him?
He was younger. Better looking.
Well, that makes sense. He was always a prick. What did he say?
That he's following us from a distance, and when we find the bounty, he will go for it as well. So we're not going towards the bounty. For the time being, anyway.
Do we have a plan for losing him? Or is he just going to keep popping up like...
We'll carry on, of course. We'll find a random island to stop off at, and when there's no bounty, he'll believe me that we don't have the map.
Maybe.
So in the darkness of my bedroom, I would like to reach out to my father. Papa?
Acknowledgement, but not like words or feelings, just you know you're being heard. Know that something's there listening to you.
Mama said I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Just, yeah, same acknowledgement, same feeling that you've been heard.
But I want to.
Just feel just good positivity.
Why did you leave me?
This time words start forming. Leave you. You do. I'm sorry, you know why we're here.
Yeah. I know we're dead. I mean, I've always been dead. But just, I wish you hadn't.
There are some particularly vicious pirates in the world.
But
You know the sort, I'm sure. Next time I see you, I'll tell you.
could Mama not keep you safe? She's the bravest of them all, except for you.
You don't hear anything like that. But just the sort of lingering, not even the word again, but just the lingering idea of like next time I see you. What did you do today? I pretended to gas my 6-year-old. So you're going to find some nondescript island to stop off at, and just hope. And then, do you expect? I guess I just want to know what's in your sort of plan. In my head, do you think the whole?
I think go to an island, like go into a cave, make it look like we're following a map or something, and then come out empty-handed and be like, well, Hasn't
Womp
worked.
womp.
Yeah.
That's what you mean,
Womp womp. Oh no, you have to stop following us now.
Oh
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Do I get the sense that this is going to work? Because they keep just randomly appearing by us, much like somebody else randomly appears around us all the time.
It's up to you. I mean, it's up to you if you think that, yeah.
Okay.
You,
Shrug.
Maybe I'll pull you aside while you're planning. Do you think they're gonna buy it?
Probably not. But I'm going to do whatever she says. So something might come of it. At the very worst, perhaps it comes to a battle and we have more of us than he does.
We've got the best jeweler on the team.
I think it doesn't matter about the bounty. I think this is something that she needs to do or try or face somehow. It's what all of this is about, isn't it? I think this is her call.
All right.
okay, nice. So you continue to set sail in the wrong direction. After a while, you do sort of find a... Yeah, you were hoping for a cave, and you find a cave. That's how these things work.
Caves.
You are fine. This is a... Along the bottom, there's like, loads of like verdant like plants growing on the bottom, like trees and stuff around the outside. There's like beaches, but the main island is dominated by this like large rock structure, which you can clearly sail into, like brown rock. And yeah, you can sail in, moor up, and then yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, I guess I'll grab a... Oh no.
Yeah.
You don't have to go in.
Yeah, I'm not the problem in this case, I don't think.
Someone has to stay on board with Robrecht.
I don't think that's going to stop him.
Somebody has to keep him in daylight.
It is still daylight, but
Okay.
My whole team's turned against me.
the sun's
That's what happens.
the sun is close to setting. It's not set yet.
How long, roughly, do we think we have?
I don't know, a few hours, few to guess.
Okay.
Maybe
Should be
a bit less.
doable. Can I see the ship following us and how far they are from us?
The ship singular.
There's the Navy as well.
Yeah, I mean the fucking
Oh, yes,
bad
yeah,
boat, but
But what you do see as you're looking out for it, you see this boat not quite hovering through the red water, but moving through a consistent, unnatural pace. And not far behind it, you see another ship, not the Navy flagship, which was rusted and ruined and broken, but definitely a Navy ship, still the same grey painted, grey sails, but this time smaller and clearly a fresh one.
Captain?
do we want to do this now? If we outrun them, we can do this whole trick at the next cave, but it's your call.
We carry on.
With the plan?
No.
Put it back like, what does that mean?
So
Alright.
just keep going in this direction.
Yeah.
Carry on course.
Okay. Yeah, you keep going. You leave this.
Maybe let's find a place that's not, a cave system.
You leave this cave island behind as you and then you head forwards and. Who you were watching out when you?
Yeah,
I imagine
for the
everyone's
church.
keeping an eye out. Does anyone
I've
have
got
a
my telescope.
telescope?
Yeah.
So anyone who doesn't have a telescope is going to be watching, and you see the Navy ship, probably the blip that you can guess is probably a Navy ship, probably catch up to roughly where the other ship is, and at which point, almost blink and you miss it, the other ship sinks, seemingly.
Wait, which ship is sinking?
The spooky ship. The
Papa's ship.
Papa's ship. Rob Brett's ship. I was going to check his name then. But
Yeah, Rob Brett.
Yeah, it's Rob Brett.
Rob Brett Senior.
Rob Brett Senior's ship. Interesting. On the telescope, you notice there wasn't any cannon fire, there wasn't a battle. It just went down.
Fucking weird. Alright.
But clearly, I will say, they were clearly afraid. They clearly, you clearly didn't want to be around the Navy. That was the vibe that you picked up.
Alright, I'll drop back down.
Maybe if we keep going now, we can lose them while they're hiding or whatever
Yeah,
it is they're doing.
Same
Yeah,
as before.
following us from underneath.
Yeah.
We'll lose the Navy and then we'll
All right,
deal with him later.
we'll keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. You keep on sailing. You end up at what seems to be a sort of another town. The sea is bright orange here, like the sun's permanently setting on it, and all the buildings that you can see over the town, they're made of a yellowy, sandy-coloured stone, but there's drapes of orange fabric everywhere all over it. When even at a distance, you can see how colourful and vibrant this place is. It seems quite big, quite a busy place relative to. There's no cities, but.
And we've lost the Navy by this point. Or are they still with us?
Should we roll?
You can be fast. You can be faster than them. I'll say that they are further back than they maybe were before. You were going all out.
Okay.
So they're clearly confused right now as to what's going on. You suddenly veered off course. There was this spooky ship. They don't know what's going on.
So what are we doing? Getting off here, hoping that they're not following us, go somewhere else? What's the plan?
We'll get off here.
All right.
No, we'll... I don't know.
Can I be honest, Will? I'm gonna take that as a no. I'll do whatever you say, Captain.
No. Tell me, what do you think we should do?
I just think running from this fucker isn't gonna do anything. If he's anything like... Well, he's just gonna pop up all the time, isn't he? I don't think we're gonna trick him. I think that's exactly what he would expect us to do. And I think he'll just keep showing up.
If I might add, if it does come to a battle over the bounty, you beat him before, didn't you? I know it was different in the real world. It's different here, but
like before, we planned, we figured it out, and we went in strong instead of having it be a surprise.
But this time I can't stand there and let my son watch.
All right, fine. You take him off. We'll do it.
or maybe we'll do whatever it is that you order, because you're our captain, and that means something. But it might be that I know he's a boy, but he was strange before and he's stranger now. And the truth is, we're all here and we're all ourselves because there was something we couldn't let go of. There's something he needs to let go of too. And I know that might not be easy to hear, but maybe seeing that or learning that is part of that for him.
He still thinks that his dad's going to come and save the day.
He still thinks he's a good man. But it's up to you.
We'll stand by whatever you say. You should think about it.
Forgive me if I've mistaken. You're saying I should let the two meet?
Not necessarily,
No.
but only that
No.
trying to avoid it is probably not going to work. Not forever.
I think we need to get rid of the problem.
I think so too.
You've done it before.
And I don't think that he should see it. But if he finds out afterwards that something happened...
Then I think you owe him honesty. To a degree.
At least then he'll stop holding out for a better future with him. Kill or be killed, innit?
You're right.
Of course we could jump ship, go onto a navy ship. He didn't seem to like the look of that. I think he might still know that we're not navy, but I quite like this ship, but I'll leave it, I guess.
We're not leaving our ship.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Alright. We head towards the bounty then.
Alright.
Very well.
I'll go to the whale, change course.
Yes.
I'll get back up and keep an eye out.
Well, I mean, are you ever, I imagine not, actually possibly, but would you be alone in your cabin at any point? Or are you always wandering around, always with people?
I mean, there will be times that I have been in there alone.
Okay. So, like, at one point on the way then, you hear a knocking on your door while it's just you.
On the cabin door.
On the cabin door, yeah.
Who is it?
It's me, it's Kate.
Come on in.
She's comes in. Just, Captain? How, well, it's a stupid question. I just wanted to say, I feel like you're doing the right thing. You've got an excellent crew here, Captain. The best. I mean, you're perhaps somewhat closer to them than many captains I've known, but she smiles. But it's just when I died, it was because I didn't listen to them, didn't listen to my crew, and I'm starting to see that my obsession with treasure was the problem, and what you have is different to that. I'm not trying to imply that, but I just wanted to say I think you got a good crew, and listening to them is a good thing.
I didn't listen to them either. That's why we're here.
I'm sorry. She seems taken aback for a second.
Thought I was doing the right thing, the easy thing, and it cost us all our lives.
I see. That can't be easy.
Absolutely not. I was a good captain before.
You are a good captain. I can see that. I can see that by the way the crew treat you. I've only been here a few weeks, and even then, but it's hard being captain sometimes.
Tell me about it.
She just sort of like smiles and just nods, and just walks out.
Very well.
Is anyone else, like, it won't be the long, probably about only another day or so, but does anyone have any other downtime stuff that they want to do?
Anybody got any conditions that we need to get rid of?
Is anyone in a position to be receiving comfort?
I don't think so. I think they're
Where are you about? Like, what are you doing in this time?
just on the boat, minding my own business.
But, like,
staying
would
away
I cross part? Like, would I see you around? Like, would
Probably at night. Up in the crow's nest at the bow of the ship, sometimes just swimming alongside.
Really quickly.
Yeah.
That's something I would try.
Just sitting on the anchor, just hanging with my feet dangling in the water.
Are you alright? You can talk to me. I'm not going to do anything.
You understand so little of this place, don't you?
And you understand so much. And yet here we are. Both of us stuck here still.
I'll look after you.
You don't need to.
And I just dive off into the water.
Fine. I tried. I got nowhere.
Yeah?
So,
Right.
does anyone else have any attempts at comforting they want to do? Nice.
Not right now.
That's all good.
I'm just watching Bryn sleep,
No, you're not.
dripping.
You're not watching me sleep. You're not allowed in your mother's room.
Every night. Every night.
They could just be sleeping in there.
They're not, though. We can all hear them.
I think
I think at the minute they are
night,
bad.
yeah, we are not in the mood.
I'm not in the mood to be inspired.
Nice. So eventually you do make it probably. I'll say enough time's passed. What shall I say it is? I'll say it's, for the sake of Robrecht, it's currently like late afternoon. So you know when you can join in if you want to, or whatever. But yeah, so it's currently like late-ish afternoon, and you see at a distance this almost. This is a rock in the middle of the sea, this big flat rock that's been covered with all these many makeshift little ramshackle houses, like wooden ones. Some of them are just on stilts for no reason, some of them are too high and whatever. And one oddity that you would notice is that right in the middle of all of this is like a manor, like a luxury manse that like rich people would live at, like a very important person would live at, and it almost looks like it grew there recently and displaced a bunch of the little shanty houses. And there's obviously a bunch of ships around it as well.
Land ho.
Yep, and we'll moor the ship. I can't say moor the sheep. The ship. And just to clarify, is this the relic hunters?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I think
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah, and we'll
What's
get
the
off.
plan for going in? Do we
Well,
have
we need to
do
get
we have
in.
a cover?
They have a compass owned by a man who never left home.
Are we just barreling in guns blazing? Because they definitely know who we are.
Yeah, so I don't think there's much hope in trying to pretend.
No.
So we want to take on the island.
I mean,
I think we could do it. I just want to check that that's what we're doing.
Captain? We could try and sneak in, but they've seen our ship, so...
Yeah. I think we should just do it.
Guns blazing.
Alright,
We'll
I pull out a sword.
I pull out both of mine, flip them.
I like, yes, do a little swing.
Yeah.
Nice. So, yeah. In which case, if you're just approaching as you are, I love that. So
Well, before, actually, sorry,
No,
real
no,
quick. What about bobbing? Do you want him to stay behind, or do you want to...
I mean, by the time he becomes useful, he'll be able to join anyway.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm just... didn't know if you wanted to tell him what the plan was. I can go tell him if you want.
No, it's fine. I'll go. I'll knock on his door.
Yes, Mother?
We're at the Relic Hunters. Would you like to come help us?
Soon.
Soon.
What do you need?
Well, we're ambushing.
Okay.
I am really sorry.
Then why won't you let me see him?
Because he's not a kind man. He hurts people. He hurt this crew.
We hurt people. Bryn hurts people all the time.
Not in the same way. You just have to trust me, okay?
Why can't you trust me?
Because you didn't know him.
But I do.
You don't know him like I did.
Why can't I? You're just saying mean things because he didn't love you.
What?
Cannon blasts go off.
I was like, fucking hell.
As that moment happens, from the island you hear several loud cannon blasts go off and smashes brought in next to the ship.
I think it's time to move.
Yep.
Take care of the ship, little man.
Always.
We'll head off.
All right.
Nice. So yeah, you start trying. I guess the ship's doing evasive manoeuvres. That's the thing the ship's doing.
Yeah. It's a magic ship on the Spectral Sea.
Exactly. Yeah.
Batten
Dodgy.
down the hatches, return fire.
You're all like commanding all the manifestations
Yeah.
to fire back.
Yeah.
Controlling the ship, making it move in ways that ships shouldn't be able to move.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's doing.
Without opening my mouth.
Yeah.
Just standing
You
at
just
the
point.
wheel.
Nice.
Or as we jump down.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I sort of grab onto a bit of rope and then you two grab onto me and I swing
Nice.
us down, and I feel like we've done it so
Nice.
many times before.
Yeah, absolutely. That is 100% what you do often. And so yeah, as you manage to dodge the ship into parking range, that's the term again. You do swing up.
I'll like drop you guys on the floor and I'll land up on a roof somewhere.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool. What you get the sense of while you're here, a lot of the people fighting are obviously, as is often the case manifestations. There are some, you do sense some
Yeah.
souls just milling around the city, but you don't need me, the GM, to tell you that the governor's manse thing seems to be important, and you get the pulling there. But yeah, two groups of these relic hunters run up to you on a ground level.
Group H.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like back to back, yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
I'm running along the roof towards the manor.
Okay, awesome. You two, I 100%. You guys will be able to deal with these groups. They're just, jumps. They're just mooks.
Yeah.
But I'll just both give me a show of strength and might roll. Let's +1 from the thing. If any of your things are relevant, go for it.
Yeah.
I always find you whatever it is that I need to find you.
Okay, 11.
11, nice.
I got a 4.
You're pristine.
I'm really not.
No, I would
You're not anymore.
Do you want to use your inspiration and use one?
Oh my god, my inspiration! I forgot about that.
What's my other question?
something. What are you salty?
Have you prepared for this? You've prepared for this.
I suppose.
Yeah, you planned for this. So what would that bring out to? Get the extra +1?
5.
Oh,
So it's still in shit.
11. Yeah, I'm
That's
great.
So
Sandra's in her element, to be honest. The manor house has pissed me off.
that's very fair. So the 2. So you get to choose 2. The minimal class thing. So you get to pick 1. Minimal class rule. Your actions go largely unnoticed, or you keep your emotions under control.
I feel like it has to be keep my emotions under control.
Yeah, otherwise that would be an issue. Yeah, that's very fair.
Yeah.
What are the 2 you're going forward to?
I'm gonna pick minimal collateral, and I'm gonna attempt. If I pick actions go unnoticed, could I say that then allows me to like sneak up to the manor house, like without getting attacked by more of them?
Yeah, for sure.
Can I like twist it like that?
You also, I'm gonna say with your 10 on overall numbers, you can like create a path for your allies. It's
Nice.
Thing you can do.
So you can like follow me in.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. So you're basically what is to the 2 of you? So you're fighting and moving. Are you still like back to back, just or?
Yeah, I think we kind of
Yeah.
we're like covering each other in my head.
I feel like like we're kind of
Yeah.
taking it in turns being at the front.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. And do you have swords, I guess, when they get close, or do you like close range with pistols somehow? Because that's cool too. I'm all with that.
I'm using the pistols.
That's very cool. I
Yeah.
like that a lot.
Nice.
Nice.
That is cool.
Yeah, and you're like
Yeah.
you swing at one of them and duck.
Yeah, any that like you can't get, I like stab around behind you. Like any that are coming at me from far away, you like shoot.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. I like that a lot. And yeah, you're working towards the manor, and we're going to cut to Bryn is running along the rooftops.
Mm-hmm.
You are currently unnoticed because those 2 are making such a distraction, so you're not in any immediate danger right now.
Okay.
But, so are you being as fast as possible, or are you trying to stay hidden?
I'm trying to still stay hidden, but like being as quick as I can while being hidden.
For sure, I like that a lot.
But like not being seen as the more important of the 2.
Nice. So yeah, that's definitely a conceal your form and intentions. Are they distracted by something pleasant? I wouldn't say pleasant.
But they are distracted.
Yeah. And are you genuinely afraid of being caught?
You're
No.
not.
No, but you are high up,
I am high up.
so you get +1.
And steady feet doesn't come into this, or does it?
No, it just means that no matter what happens, no matter if you rolled a double 1 right now, I couldn't say that you fall to the floor.
Very nice. So I'm only adding 1.
Yeah, I'm 1.
5. I'm glad that I can't fall to the
You
floor.
can't fall to
Yeah.
the floor, that's true.
That is good.
So you're as you're running along, you are completely sure-footed. There are some like loose tiles at one point, but you just dance across them. I said these are shanty houses, so I guess some of them, like the wooden planks, kind of you can see before they break, and you step on them almost supernaturally as you step off them. It's that efficient. Almost, but not quite as bad as like Legolas in The Hobbit when he's like. But you're doing that. However, you do notice as you're running on these buildings, like you do hear what was that up there? What was that? And then some of them people start looking to try and see what's on their roof.
I just feel like by the time they look out, I'm onto the next roof. I'm too far away for them to do anything.
Nice. So after a while, as you're running along, an alarm is raised. Then I'll say. And as people do eventually see you, but you are going. You could at that point you can start absolutely
Yeah.
running. Yeah, that's cool. And as the alarm is raised, you notice at the entrance to the man, people would start guards there have swivel little swivel cannons, so they start trying to aim at you.
Ew. Okay. Would this count as focusing on avoiding someone's attacks rather than fighting them?
Oh, I see that one.
Because this is generally for like melee fighting, but
Yeah,
would it count?
If you just want to keep dancing around the thing, trying to try to annoy the people inside.
Yeah.
Then yeah, for sure, that I'm completely.
While like moving forward, but I want them to get so really frustrated that they're not hitting me.
Yeah, go for it. How does that work? I don't have it in front of me. Or I can look.
When you focus on avoiding someone's attacks rather than fighting them head on, roll with the questions. Are your annoying quips hitting them where they're vulnerable?
Are you going to start shouting quips at them?
Are they close enough to hear me? Yeah?
Okay, well, give me one if you can think of one right now, but if not, it's not in the odds.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's fine.
I feel like I'm just being like, oh, I thought you'd be good at this. You're like paid for this. You're trained at this, but like better than that. And then I'll just start like coming at them individually. Anything that I can see about them, I'm gonna pick on.
And your tie is shit.
Yeah. And my other one is, have you gone in with no backup? Arguably I have, because they're still way back there.
You made a point of saying you swung on the roof by itself, so yeah. And you were high up, so I had 3.
Nice.
10.
10, perfect. What happens on a 10? I can't.
On a success, you keep them occupied for a time while they get increasingly more frustrated. On a 10 plus, you get them so angry that they either show their true cruelty to their allies, they allow themselves to be drawn into a bad position, or they let you get away.
Let's go with... But you can pick that bad position or let you get away. Either are fine with me.
If they let me get away, do I get through? Or is that just...
You would be able to get... You'd still be outside, but they wouldn't know where you are. You'd be completely...
Could you get onto the roof of the manor?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would like to do that.
Nice, yeah, you were just like shouting at them, they're getting really annoyed.
And then suddenly it's silent.
That's awesome, I love that.
Nice.
Very cool. And yes, you end up on the roof of the manor and go back to the fighting duo.
Nice. So we're fighting our path through towards the manor.
Yep.
How are we doing?
You're doing well, you're putting through, but then at one point, so you hear a sort of a shout, an order, like basically a sudden shout is, get her, and out of nowhere, people start ignoring Wilhelmina and focusing entirely on you.
Fuck's sake. Okay. I want to use my fearsome roar because they have just seen me fight, and this does make me think of unresolved trauma. So I'm immediately getting my +2 on it.
More force, so +3 and more force than necessary.
Yeah, 100%. Fuck me. Okay, no, it's fine. Okay. So I have a +3.
+3. Was that like 6?
6.
That doesn't sound like a success to me.
That's really bad. Yeah.
What happens then?
On a fail, their fear turns into hate, and they come for you with renewed vigour.
Yeah, they do.
Ooh.
You sort of stop for a second, like lower your swords to just shout,
Yeah.
try and inspire fear in them. And I'm going to say that they just knock you out.
Fuck. That's fair.
What, even with like me,
Or I'll...
helping?
There's a lot of them.
I'm going to say, and this does sound cruel, but yeah, even with you helping.
No, I think that's valid.
Oh my god.
Well, you can try and intercept if they aren't trying to do any more damage. They've knocked her out, and that seem to be trying to take her away.
Well, I'm gonna follow.
So you're trying to follow. Are you gonna just are you gonna just like follow now immediately and keep fighting? Are you gonna like back up and watch? What's your plan?
No, I'm gonna
Keep fighting.
wherever they're going. Like, I'm gonna follow, and if anyone is in the way or whatever, just shoot them.
Probably some people are going to stay back to try and stop you then, so that works. So yeah, give me, if you're being quick, I think, 'cause that sounds like run, jump and swing. So are you being needlessly flashy and dangerous? I just gave the option to back off, so yeah, that sounds dangerous. Are you acting purely on instinct?
I feel like in this
I
moment,
feel like you are.
Yeah.
Because this has just gone not the way you thought it would.
Yeah.
I would say you're not composed. So that's fair. So yeah, just +2.
You've done it. You've made Wilhelmina very not pristine for a while.
Okay, that's a 13.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. Brilliant. So what's 13 mean? Get ready. So you're going to act faster than them and perfectly find your target with overwhelming numbers. You're going to... carve a path through. So yeah, you can absolutely chase after them running. You're sort of like maintaining a distance, but yeah, the first group you basically dealt with. You carved a path through. They're either running away or whatever, but the other group is just for whatever reason they've picked up cylinder. So you are
split the party.
You're sprinting up, probably, and so you sprint up to the door of the manor, and you probably just about see one. You'll see Bryn on the rooftop, completely undetected. The other thing you see is Cylinder. Jesus Christ, Sam! You see Cylinder being dragged through the front doors, and you just reach there as the doors close shut. And the third and final thing you see is the sun setting.
Oh. Well, I'm holding out for the sun setting because I know, well, at least I hope that.
Yeah.
My loving child.
Your little baby boy.
My little baby. For the time being, though, while we wait for him, I'm gonna kick at. I assume that this door has been locked.
Yes.
So I'm going to kick. Shoot the lock as well.
Yeah, you.
Classic Agatha move there.
With time, you will for sure be able to get through. Yeah. That's good. I'm good with that. I think I will cut to Bryn. I think I will go to Cylinder first.
Oh no.
Because
I'm unconscious.
yeah, not for long. Unconscious famously doesn't last very long. That's how it works in games.
Yeah.
You sort of wake up as you're being dragged around, like the motion of that sort of does make you come to. You're still a bit woozy as you get sat down in a seat.
So I can't try and fight them, I'm too out of it.
You're too out of it.
Yeah.
You can try again, and your hands are tied to the seat as
Okay,
as
of course they are.
Yeah, because why wouldn't they be?
Yeah.
And as you sort of come to, you hear like a dunk, dunk of a walking stick being pressed on the thing behind you, and you hear just a familiar voice. Cylinder, when did you die? As walked in front of you is Baron Bertram.
Me. I don't answer. I'm not looking at him.
Cylinder. Aren't you pleased to see me?
I'm pleased you're here.
That's good.
She ate, sorry.
Aren't you curious how?
I have the feeling you want to tell me.
It actually isn't that exciting. Life of luxury catches up to you eventually.
Of course.
What are you doing here? I didn't even realise you were dead.
That's what happens when you live a life, the life that I lived. What are you doing here, on a rock in the middle of the Spectral Sea? Doesn't seem your style.
He looks around the manor that he's been clearly living in. It's like, this place can be flexible. You clearly haven't experimented with it enough yet. But as I always am, I'm a businessman. And this ragtag group of idiots...
Don't tell me you're behind this.
Not behind it. I've perfected it. The relic hunters were out. Do you know what they do? Do you know the relics?
They take things that don't belong to them, which sounds about right now I'm thinking about it, but...
Some people, for them to move on, they need items, a pocket watch, a sword, a photo of a family member. And these people, for a while, realised that maybe those things would have value. Only things that really do have value if you think about it.
I see. So you're holding souls hostage for profit.
I've helped them make a more efficient system.
You've learnt nothing from any of your life.
I've learned business.
Well, enjoy eternity here, I suppose. Why am I here? You don't want me here. I don't want to be here. I can't help you and I won't. I see no reason why we can't continue as we were. We exist on the same plane and that is all.
That would have been true were you not hunting for the bounty. And believe me, if there's one relic that's going to be of value to these people, myself included, it's that. I see a chance for profit and I take it. You know this.
I'm not telling you anything. So there's no point keeping me here. You know I won't.
Fine. Well, I'm going to keep you here because I have a feeling that your being here will attract others.
You don't know that.
We'll see.
You know I was taken, I didn't choose to go.
That's true. But you died with them and ended up here with them. That's what it means something, hasn't it?
It means I stayed on their ship, which come to think of it... Never mind.
Well, we'll see how things shake out. But if you do ever feel like talking, you won't know where to find me. If you turn, and unless you got anything else, you shout him as he goes, he'll turn around and walk off. Can you, for the sake of argument for me, because that was a good bluff that you went for. Do you want to just give me some dice rolls?
Yes, please.
Are they distracted by something pleasant? Are you genuinely afraid of being caught? Would you be genuinely afraid of being caught in that lie?
Yeah.
That's fine, you have +1 for that.
Yeah.
And your other one is like more force necessary and whatever, so yeah.
Okay. 9.
9? Okay. Nice. So, conceal your form and intentions. You have to pick 2 off the bad things list.
Okay. I'll give myself a condition off the bat because why not? And I'm gonna go for vengeful because it feels right.
That feels good.
Because fuck him. I'm gonna go act slowly again because again it makes sense. I'm literally like I've just come around from being knocked out, so I'm gonna miss things.
That's fair. I'll say, I know what that means in my head, but basically that doesn't appear to have any.
Yeah, I can't see what that does now.
Nice, Bryn.
What floor are they on?
Let's say they're on the first floor of 3, so the middle one.
Is there a roof that I could have been on?
Oh, you want to have heard that conversation? Oh, yeah, you can have been, because you were climbing so efficiently, I'll say you could have been searching around. You maybe heard like the latter half of that conversation.
Okay. Is there anyone else in the room?
For the sake of this being a swashbuckling adventure story, no.
Nice. I'll slip in through the window.
Yeah, sure. The window is locked. You're gonna have to try and do something like that.
From the inside?
Yes. Do you like tap on the window or something, by the way? Right?
Yeah, am I sat facing the window or away from it?
That's a good question.
Because that does change things.
So the way I described, I'll be a prisoner to my own words. I described you hearing him before you saw him, which implies you're sat away from
That
the
is
door.
true.
So
That is true.
Point towards the window.
Alright, so I do see you.
Yeah.
Do you want to come and help? I'm just gonna
What sort of lock is it? Is it one that I could like slip my dagger between, almost all between it, and then like flick it up?
That's how things work in stories, yeah.
Cool. I'll do that, and I'll jump in.
I'll say you're maybe going to leave you're going to break the lock perfectly. So even if you do escape, they'll be like, I guess they'll know you escaped when you escaped.
Yeah.
That's fine. Where did they go? I thought they were still
Cylinder's
there.
just invisible. She does that.
All right.
Alright. Do you know what? This is bringing back some memories. So, do you want to help or not? Stop it. Now is neither the time nor the place.
Oh, you seem upset. Can I help?
Can you untie me, please?
That all depends.
You know, I never thought I would have to genuinely be asking you that again.
What do you mean?
Bryn. We need to go. And I don't know where Wilhelmina is.
So, while they're having this conversation, the sun is
what are you
setting.
doing?
You said, so
Shadow boy.
as the sun sets and there's a little green flash on the horizon, I'm sort of standing at the bow of the ship. I've moved the ship out of the distance of the cannons to a safe distance, and yeah, the sun just blips below the surface of the water, and I take a deep breath. I breathe out, and as I breathe and breathe and breathe out, wisps of mist start to appear in front of the bow of the ship, and it wisps around and gets thicker and turns into this fog as it grows out towards this shantytown rock, and it slowly, and I keep breathing, spreads out across in front and covers the whole island as I bring the ship slowly in to dock at one of the docks, and now the whole town is covered in thick fog.
Perfect.
Sly.
That
And I
happens
step off the ship.
probably just as Wilhelmina manages to finally break into the door.
I've really been spending time on that.
You've been angry.
Yeah.
You've been really getting some restriction out on the door. But yeah, as you burst through the door, suddenly click, 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 click of guns pointing
Yeah.
at you.
I will do the same back.
Yeah.
To the best. Click, click.
Iconic.
Yeah, but surely all this mist flows in with you as the door breaks.
That's what I was
Yeah.
about to say.
That's very cool.
If I have the power of my son behind me, then they can't see me.
This is so
Yeah,
iconic.
the mist wraps around you and just... And then you're gone.
Yeah, they look at
Okay.
you, and then suddenly bang, 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 like pierces through the mist. Holes jumping through it, but it just leaves smoke in the mist.
And even like as the mist is just going through, it's not actually hurting. Cool.
Where would you run to while hidden in the mist? What would you do, even if you're not running?
I mean, I would try and run to where Cylinder is.
Yeah, you managed to track it down. You can, I guess, hear from the other side. You hear the tail end of their conversation, and you see a guard. You see a guard like at the door guarding, as guards do.
In the mist, can I like go through walls?
No.
You're not
It's
missed.
not much.
You're just
it's
wrapped
just
in
mist.
mist.
It just
Yeah.
makes
Haven't
it
turned
hard.
you into
It
mist.
makes you
Alright.
hard to see.
Okay, I will shoot the guard
Nice,
there.
yeah. So suddenly, bang, missed, and the door.
No, she hit them.
Yeah. Nice one.
Missed. Very
As
funny
the-
pun.
It was a good pun. I'm here for it.
That was stupid.
You're gonna edit that out, aren't you?
No.
The door gets kicked open by Wilhelmina as the two of you are just sort of talking to each other.
Does the mist come in with you?
It like trails at you, yeah.
Probably.
Nice. Some help, please.
Oh, I'll run up to you. Untie you.
We don't know where our loyalties lie.
Bryn.
I'll tell you what, we'll untie you.
Mm.
If you finish the sentence that you didn't finish.
You know what I was going to say.
Come to think of it,
I think you're both very aware. I don't know if he ever paid it or not. And I don't need to know. I was just going to remind him. Because for a moment I was sure that he didn't. But then I realised he may have, and I stopped myself because I didn't want to look stupid in front of him. Now, can one of you please untie me? This is all feeling rather back in time for me.
Alright.
I promise I won't try and bite you or kick you this time. Unless you want that, of course. But now is really not the time.
No.
Please.
Right. Yes. I'll untie you.
Thank you. What?
Well, you still never finished your sentence. But it's fine.
You know what I was going to say.
Do I? Quite thick.
Do you still not trust me?
Well, I did up until I heard about half of that conversation.
Are you joking?
Just wanted to make sure.
Can someone fill me in what's happened?
Father's here.
Right.
And he seems to have made a business of stopping souls moving on, or at least from profiting off of their desperation too.
I just want to know if you actually... Because I feel like...
I said what I had to say.
I just don't know if you think you belong with us.
Doesn't matter what I think.
Well, it absolutely does.
Stop it. Can you just see this little head going like But you need to leave.
I'm gonna, dart forward and put a blade up against your throat.
Bryn?
This again.
Answer the question.
It's been years.
Answer the question.
The Bracken is the most home I've ever known, here or there. That's true, you know that. What else matters?
Alright.
Thank you. Now, shall we look for this fucking compass?
How many guards are standing in the door right now?
They're just watching the whole thing.
They were just like, ooh, drama.
They're just more. It's not less they're standing there, more they're just trying to bat the mist away to try and see through. It's getting quite thick out there. It isn't so much in here, and but you do hear groups of guards outside just shouting. I think they're in here. Because they're orcs apparently.
So if I walk to the doorway, that's all the mist. How many of them can I see?
Oh, it's hard because of all the mist. A good few, tens.
Alright, drama over. Should we look around the room? Can we do a quick glance around the room?
What, really quick glance around the room?
Yeah, just see if it's in there.
See. Oh, no, you're in this room. No,
Didn't think so.
No.
No. Is there
Could we go out and in another window so we don't have to go through them?
possibly? I just with this building, are there any rooms that we can see from the outside, windows, or just the placement in the building makes it feel like it's got more importance?
I see. So you mean would there be a very special room?
Yeah.
What I will say then, how about this? This is a good way to give you information. You know, Linda, if this is meant to be similar to Hannah in the real world, you have an idea on the ground floor.
Yeah.
Sort of at the back, this is where. is where like, oh no, maybe not ground floor. Sorry, the floor you're on
Yeah.
is where your father's like study would probably
Nice.
be, and that's where he'll keep all the particularly valuable.
I mean, I think I know where to go.
Right.
It's just whether we want to fight through them or not. It's up to you.
Well, it's probably going to be quicker to fight through
Yeah,
them than
I
it's
suppose.
We've fought.
Fine, and I just like fucking jump
Yeah.
at them and I
Yeah,
start
and I
going
will
really ham.
also-
Cock.
Yeah. So are you just going to start trying to fight through?
Yeah.
pretty much.
Okay, nice. So is the goal for one of you to try and give an opening to the other to like make a dash for it, or you'll just try to just?
I
I
just
think we're all trying to
making our way
barge
down.
through.
Yeah, I reckon then that sounds like, can you just all make me a show of strength tonight? So if someone weakened it for you, you all weaken each other, I'll allow that for now.
Yeah.
Have you tried other approaches?
I suggested one.
Yeah, there was the mist as well. There was sneaking.
There was sneaking. So
And
is that another one?
Yeah, so you get +2 at least.
And I am using much more force than
Yeah.
necessary.
Are
What's my other
you
question?
acting with a group who respect each other?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
That's in question.
Yeah.
Well, technically he's not here yet. We don't. I don't.
yeah, but
Oh, I'm
this,
talking about you two.
this group. The
You just held a
group that we're
knife to her
currently in.
throat.
Yeah,
I respect her as a fighter
Yeah.
in this
Respect and
situation.
trust aren't the
human
same
being.
thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't trust her, but I respect her.
You're
Okay.
right, I will change the wording on yours to trust each other.
Okay.
Oh well,
Oh.
fuck you then. Well, it doesn't matter. I've failed.
Okay, well,
I
that's
got
mad
6.
too anyway.
What's
Oh.
my other one? Am I prepared for
Prepared for
this?
this.
We said we were going to do it.
Fine, go for it.
Yeah, well, that's a 5 from
You
me.
need to pass
12.
because
Okay, so
I passed really well.
Cylinder's just really fucked up about a lot
Yeah,
of things right now, okay.
This is the worst I've rolled.
Bryn's
No,
just
you
like,
rolled 2 1s.
oh, thank God other people are
Oh,
doing
I
this
did
shit
roll
now.
2 1s, didn't I? Yeah.
Friends like back in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bryn's like, you two actually now
They're
get
like,
your
oh,
shit
this is
together."
the normal stuff. This is what we've done. I
Yeah.
understand this.
I think like how many conditions do the two of you have not?
I've got 2.
I don't have any
Well, you didn't take
conditions.
the option to get rid.
Okay, I think it's not too harsh of me to ask you to both face death. I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
So both roll a d6 and add the number of conditions you have marked.
4.
Okay, so count along your death. I don't think you have not marked your death yet.
No,
So
I haven't.
it'll be-
4 is what I got.
Ooh. Wait, did I get 3? Yeah.
Okay, number 4 is life flashes before your eyes.
Nice.
Fill
I'll
up
have
your
that.
track.
And
I got change perspective, so I get to swap out an ability or condition with another playbook.
You're not there.
I'm going to say that you are no closer to resolving the thing with Robert Senior right now. I would say that's worse, if anything. So fill out the XP on the other.
Yeah.
Oh, the other, okay.
So
Fill
Yeah,
fill
fill
out.
out. It's
Oh
done.
god,
That's
okay.
what I did.
and then cross out that death track to show it's been used. Same.
Yeah, I've done that, yeah.
So yeah. So what does that mean? So basically, you sort of, I guess you just sort of see the crew working together. You see yourself giving orders, and maybe memories of the chat you had with Kate comes up, and yeah, you just sort of get this sudden like realization that like. Not your soul, not your better, not I am a good captain now, haha, I'm done, but you just feel a bit more confident in yourself, I guess. In your abilities as a leader. Not necessarily in your, relationship with your ex, but in your abilities as a leader, you do feel a bit better with yourself.
Okay.
Nice.
So I swapped out a move, which means I now have a move from it was from the Salty playbook, I think.
Yeah.
Which is called Seen It All Before, which means when you roll to keep cool and stay human, you get to roll instead of the questions that there are with the question. Do you have a story about a time that you did this or something like this, or were you taught this by a mentor figure? Because maybe it'll come up, maybe it won't, but it makes a lot of narrative sense for me. But yeah, that was a very cool mechanic, and I'm glad I got to do that.
Awesome. So the two of you were being fought off, and it was bad.
Yeah.
You kind of are both very distracted right now.
Yeah.
Bryn apparently isn't, but I guess just
I'm being really fucking annoying as well.
that's fair. Which is you and your best.
Yeah.
So Matt, you got a 10 plus, so you're going
did.
to get either minimal collateral, actions go largely unnoticed, or you keep your emotions under control.
I only pick one of them.
Yeah. Oh, you picked 2 of them. Sorry, it was 10 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Minimal collateral.
Nobody notices or control your emotions.
I feel like, given that you two have failed so much, you're already the collateral, is my thinking. So I should take the other two to try and get where we're going without being seen, and so that I can focus on what I'm doing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going emotional control and largely unnoticed.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So I'm going to say that with the large notice and options from overall numbers that we won't go through now, but you pick well, you are going to basically create a thing where you fight them back, you manage to fend them off as they're kind of quite badly wounding the other two, they're about to anyway, as you manage to like fend them off back into the mists, which just as that moment like gets stronger, gets mistier.
Okay.
Nice.
And just thicker, but and then you basically have a moment to run there, and then if you want it, they're not like all gone, but a bit confused and dazed as you've done that.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
Yeah. If I can like be aware, like through the mist, that you have an opportunity, I will like shout directions to you. Like I'll be like, it's the room, like in the middle at the back.
I'll like look at you guys and I'll be like, and then I'll go.
Sweet, you start running for. I mean, the other two of you can run after, but if you
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you're the fastest. You have the opening. You basically come through. The mist is like giving it this ethereal greenish glow. The room itself is like darkening. The shadows are growing longer. It's the mist is kind of getting weirder as it goes on. It started out as just regular mist, and now like if you stare at one patch for too long, you start seeing shapes, I imagine, or other weird things like that.
Me.
I'm just gonna like, while I'm running, turn to the side, like turn my head to the side and say, go help your mother, and I'll keep running.
I will, the mist sort of starts to guide you, not physically pushing you, but like on your subconsciousness, it pushes you in the right direction.
It like clears up a bit for where I'm going.
Yeah.
Nice. So yes, you start heading that way. The room, the door, you get to it. How do you check to see if it's locked? Do you see what I mean? Or do you just like jump at it? What's the?
Are they really about to just barrel into a door?
I think they are.
I think they are. I think they're going to try open it as they go, but like with the expectation that it's locked and I'll probably have to barge through it.
It's just open and you just like.
Yeah.
No, you absolutely just shoulder barge through. Sudden loud noise, and as the smoke starts pouring behind you, just hear, What's happening?
I'll like shut the door.
As the Baron Bertram turns to look at you.
All right.
Did he ever meet you?
No.
Okay. Who are you? What are you doing here? This is my private study.
How old does he look?
Quite old. He looks, if anything, maybe a bit older than he would have been when he died. He sees himself as old.
That's a shame.
Old and wise is how he sees himself.
Okay. I'm made to pick up a ransom.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, you see, we put forth a ransom, and I'm pretty sure you were supposed to pay it, and we've not had payment. And I found out that you were local.
Wait, are you talking about Cylinder?
Well, I'm not talking about oblongs.
It's a stupid name.
I'm so sorry.
That was so good!
I'm in the moment, guys.
Alright, sorry, ignore us.
He just looks at you, just like, listen, I don't know what you're hoping to achieve from this. This was a deal that died years ago when we were all still alive. Besides, I've seen Cylinder recently, as I'm sure is not a coincidence.
Right.
So what are you hoping to accomplish here?
I'm here to get my ransom.
What do you want? What do you want to give you? Money?
A compass.
A compass.
A specific one. Don't just hand me any old naff thing.
Why do you want a specific compass? Why do you think I own a specific compass?
Oh, because I hear that you own things that people want.
Okay, that's true. Fair enough.
So it makes sense that if I were to look for something specific, you'd probably have it.
I can't fault that logic, actually. What compass is it?
There was a compass that belonged to a man who never left his home.
Then why did he buy a compass?
Perhaps he had intentions to.
And then
Perhaps it was for someone else. Perhaps it's for who I'm picking it up for.
Had intentions to go on adventures, but never managed it. Isn't that poetic? Yes, I got this compass. If it's the one I think it is, and he gestures to a cabinet behind him, and there's this one ornate, like really quite expensive compass. This man who never went on adventures must have spent a lot on it. Like it's got like a nice like blue dyed casing and stuff like that, and it's gold trimming. He says, "Why do you want this compass?"
I told you I'm picking it up for a friend.
A friend. Would that friend be this man who never went on adventure?
I don't think I need to give you any more answers.
Listen, as far as I'm aware, the ransom was for you to return Celinda to me, and either that's already happened, or that commotion outside means that she's escaped, and either way...
She's not escaped yet.
And then what? What do you expect me to do?
I'm just here to pick up what I asked for, that's all.
You just stop to think for a second. You realise words have meaning here. This isn't just a simple trick you can pull. If this contract's fulfilled, the contract's fulfilled. You realise the power you're so flagrantly throwing around with clearly no idea of how the Spectral Sea works. You pick things up, you learn its tricks. I'll do this deal, but it's not going to make life easy for Celinda if she plans on running.
Alright.
Fine. You
Does he turn to go get the compass?
Yeah.
I'm going to stab him in the back.
Amazing. I don't want dice rolls. I want this to happen. Yeah. This is why I'm going to say you stab him in the back. Like he instinctively maybe twists. You get him like in the shoulder. It's not like in his heart. But yeah, he cries out, and you run out, and yeah.
And I'll twist it.
Yeah.
And I'll lean into his ear.
Mhm.
She might have been a bargaining chip once. She ain't anymore. And I'll stab it through as far as I can, and then rip it out.
Nice.
And I'll go pick up the compass.
Excellent. Yeah, he's just sort of lets out just a scream and just a whimper as he sort of like does his best, like crawl over back to his desk. But yeah, you just grab the compass and leave.
Yeah.
Nice. Absolutely. And yeah, grab the compass and go.
Come on, lads.
The mist guides you back to the boat.
There we go.
Waiting.
Alright. And I'm sure the mist protects us from people trying to...
It's very thick, so yeah, I expect you come across people, but
Yeah.
but like it's hard to coordinate an
Okay.
entire.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just sitting at the end of the pier, feet in the water, just.
And when I come towards you, I'll come and give you a big hug. Say thank you.
Is Papa Dot next to Az?
That is a good question, but not right now, no.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were about to be like, and you'll find out now.
But yeah, you get back on the ship. I presume set sail.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Do you want
well,
anything else? Go for it.
Was he still alive when I left him? Did he look like he was going to survive?
It'd be hard to say.
Okay.
I think Celinda's just been kind of in shock. Like, I'm not saying anything. Like, I get back onto the boat and then I'm just like sat.
I'm sad.
Everyone's
sad.
sad.
Shall we?
And I'll shout out orders
Yeah.
to carry on
Set sail.
course, set sail.
Yeah.
Slip the lines.
Slip the lines.
Nice one, boy.
Alright.
Yeah. And you start setting sail away, and we just see the water the camera like keeps pointing at the sea as you sort of sail away. Then you go into the horizon distance, and just shimmering, rippling in the water, as a lone crow's nest, no sail, just slowly starts to poke out of the water. And that's where we'll end it.
Oh, that was so good.
See, Papa's not forgotten about me. He loves me.
Thank you for joining us on the Spectral Sea, and
Like, submit, subscribe.
all of that.
All of the links to
Check
everything
out
will
the
be down
game,
below.
play the game, back the game on Kickstarter. It's so fucking good.
I'm having a whale of a
This is
time.
such a good
Tell
time.
your friends.
Yeah. And we love you, and thank you for being here. Thank you to our patrons, especially, specifically. Thank you to everybody. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.